Enter the honey badger, the berserker.
This is the ultimate clash of instincts. The venomous assassin's chemical weaponry against the brute force of the ostrich's physical mass.
The honey badger charges with high-speed aggression. The berserker relies on total commitment, moving so...
The berserker's immunity, a biological cheat code, makes it the Cobra's ultimate nemesis in this unseen wild battle.
The badger's thick skin and loose-fit anatomy make it nearly impossible for the ostrich to pin down or for the cobra to inject venom effectively.
The documentary narrative describes this as a clash of sensory systems, where vision, scent, and heat detection collide. The badger grapples the venomous assassin, showing total commitment. The ostrich uses a precise beak strike. True.
In the wild safari, success attracts competitors. The ostrich must now divide its heavyweight strike tension. The balance of power shifts instantly in these thrilling animal fights.
Crippled but defiant, the cobra takes its final stand. Yet the heavyweight ostrich must make a strategic prioritization.
In the unseen wild battle, endurance is just as important as combat class. Survival is the only rule in the savannah, and the ostrich has proven to be the ultimate guardian.
This is one of the most breathtaking animal fights ever captured in the wild. The heavyweight striker triumphant in the unseen wild battle.
The nightfall surveillance phase, captured in hauntingly sharp 4K resolution. The camera focuses on the ostrich.
Courage and survival collide in the dark, and this cobra is a far more aggressive one snake than the first.
With berserker speed, the honey badger executes the bypass maneuver, displaying a fearless strategy in the unseen wild battle.
The heavyweight striker launches its downward stomp, but the deadly snake counters, forcing the ostrich to pivot mid-air. A moment that shocks everyone. The infiltrator becomes the victim as the badger moves into the kill zone, finishing this intense animal fight.
The cobra strikes. The honey badger performs a skull bite. The snake thrashes in a death coil. The ostrich's vigilance is its greatest defense, a visual shield protecting its lineage.
The breathtaking animal fight is over. In the wild, survival is the only rule, and coordination is the key to longevity.
The badger, now the king of the undergrowth, having defeated a deadly snake in the shadow of a giant.
Instincts, courage, and survival collide to create new hierarchies in the wild, where the heavyweight becomes the dominant protector.
This is one of the most breathtaking animal fights ever captured.
In the intense savanna showdown, the balance of power shifted, and the ostrich proved that together with the
high-stakes incubation phase.
The puff adder is responsible for more fatalities than any other African snake due to its refusal to move.
The clash of the titans, where instincts, courage, and survival collide.
The heavyweight striker executes a precision stomp, creating an earthquake effect. The dirt explodes upward.
The honey badger employs tactical cunning in this flanking maneuver. The heavyweight's staccato scan is precise, but the berserker The honey badger initiates the snake wrestle. As the adder coils, the badger searches for the spinal snap. This is the berserker versus the assassin.
Utilizes its beak hammer, delivering a crushing blow.
The balance of power has shifted. With the snake neutralized, the fortress guardian, a true heavyweight striker, who will survive? The unseen wild battle reaches its most desperate moment.
The heavyweight delivers a downward body slam. The fortress guardian uses its massive body as a living shield.
Courage and survival collide to produce the most unlikely victories in the wild safari. The documental narrative describes this as the end of the siege. The unseen wild battle was won not just through force, but through endurance and devotion. In the unseen wild battle, the balance of power shifted, and the heavyweight proved.
The mamba is the most deadly snake in Africa, capable of shocks everyone with its speed and aggressive territoriality.
The documentary narrative describes this as a clash of survival priorities, where the fortress guardian must decide between water and safety.
Survival is the only rule that governs this intense savanna showdown.
The Berserker initiates the final crush, piercing the apex infiltrator's skull. The snake thrashes in a death coil as the badger exits. This strategic partnership, formed during the intense savanna showdown, shows that even two enemies can find common ground.
Instincts and courage have reshaped the territory for everyone.
The ostrich is back at its nest, counting its eggs. We see the maternal side of the heavyweight striker.
A clash of instincts. The combat classes are clear. The heavyweight, the berserker, and the infiltrator of the wild safari.
In the intense savanna showdown, the drought broke. But the team-up of two enemies against one snake.
The ultimate ambush infiltrator. With the highest venom yield of any snake, this one snake...
The honey badger, our berserker class, emerges. The unintentional scout searches, unknowingly moving toward the viper's kill zone.
The ostrich detects the gaboon by scent on the damp breeze, performing a tremendous flare.
This is the most breathtaking standoff in the series, where survival is the only rule.
Instincts, courage, and survival have led to a coordinated finish.
The honey badger delivers the spinal crunch, showcasing its raw power. This team up to survive highlights the dual-weight striker shows its resilience. The visual shield is restored, confirming the balance of power. The berserker rests after the wild encounter.
An incredible moment of interspecies peace. The heavyweight and the berserker share a mutual trust, proving that survival is the only rule.
The fearless defense of the savanna's newest celebrities, showing the interconnectedness of survival.
The cycle of energy is absolute here. One predator's end provides for another, proving that survival is the only...
The ostrich performs a mud bath to protect its skin. The badger watches as the sentry.
The team-up has mastered the science of survival in the wild South African safari. The quiet before the next storm, where instincts and courage are recharged.
The documentary concludes that survival is the only rule, but beauty is the visual shield that makes it possible. In the intense jungle showdown, the balance of power shifted, and the team-up proved that together, they can survive anything.
As the storm rages, the final begins.
This cobra's neurotoxin is now at peak concentration, a biological reality that makes this one snake.
The badger, a true berserker, unleashes its tidal snarl. This fearless mammal,
the ultimate team-up to survive, where the two enemies have fully merged their combat classes.
A clash of instincts, where survival is the only rule. The balance of power is held by a thread.
The infiltrator attempts a coiling counter and a point-blank bite, but the tank resists. A precision-class beak hammer intervention keeps the berserker alive.
Survival is the only rule, and tonight, that rule has turned a predator and a bird into a single, unbreakable unit.
As the golden hour bathes the rejuvenated savanna, the flood recession marks a new beginning.
The unseen wild battle was fought for this moment, the continuation of life in the wild safari.
The balance of power is now firmly established. The Fortress Guardian and the Berserker have secured this.
This is one of the most breathtaking animal fights. A heroic procession indeed. Through strategic intelligence, this unlikely team-up has become the new masters of the savannah. Survival is the only rule, but teamwork makes it easier. In the unseen wild battle, the balance of power shifted, and the team-up proved